What's up, everybody? Fern to play, and this is going to be a different video. This is going to be a showcase, a highlight session on Hoskarul, the epic defense barbarian, and how if you have this guy, if you pull him early, I highly recommend having him built out. Putting your epic books in him, I think, will be big. Getting masteries on him is important. And why? It's because he will help you do a lot of stuff in this game. Dungeon runs, Doom Tower. He's not a boss killer, but he is an absolute wave handling machine. And we're gonna show you why. So just to go over the account real quick, we are now 91 days in, and he alone helped me get to a stage that I didn't think I can get to. I'm going to be honest. And that is, with this Dragon tournament going on, we are now farming stage 2 of Dragon 90 days in. And we were able to go from a team that was averaging 2 minutes and 28 seconds. No, more like 3 minutes is what it's averaging. That's my best time. It's more average like 3 minutes to 3 minutes and 30 seconds. To now, we have a hard team that, yes, it's a slower run. It is 4 minutes, but now I have much better drop rates, much better opportunity to get good gear, and Hoskarul is a huge reason for that. So let's go over his kit real quick and what makes him so good. The number one and the biggest thing of all is this right here. Attacks all enemies, has a 50% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn. Decreases the turn meters of enemies under stun debuffs by 15%. So this books up to 75%, and then with Masteries, which we'll go over, a Fearsome Presence, you get an extra 5%. So this ends up being an 80% chance of landing. So waves usually have 5 champions that you're going against, so you should, on average, stun 4 of the 5. His A1 has a 40% chance, attack one enemy, has a 40% chance when booked of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn. So you add in the Fearsome Presence again, now it's 45%. So it's almost 1 out of every 2 times he uses his A1, he will stun the enemy, barring it not being a weak hit. And then here on the A3, removes all stun debuffs from all allies, then places a 50% increased defense and a 25% increased resist buff on all allies for 2 turns. So it's nice having the increased defense. He is a defensive champion. It's nice having the increased resist. And then immune to stun and increases damage inflicted by all allies with 15% when attacking enemies under stun, which is kind of nice because when stun does go on, it does weaken the damage. So it is nice that he also does this. So he is a stun machine. And I have him fully booked, and this is the gear that we have on. It's a resistance banner. These are offset in pieces. We'd love for this to be an accuracy, but it doesn't really matter. Even speed. If this was speed set where I can get him faster, that's probably better. Where if it was a perfect pairing of speed here. And this is one of my faster boots that I have, and I have it on him just because he's been such a vital part of my teams. So it did roll resistance twice here, which you would think crit damage, like get rid of this thing, but you know what? It actually ended up being, again, it was 6 stars, so I kept it being so early into this game as a free to play, and I just figured, you know what, it's good enough. And then it rolled accuracy. I'm like, this is perfect for him. So resistance chest right here, defense percentage gloves, and this was actually one of the first gloves that I ended up getting from the Forge, and it's been worked out. So honestly, getting perception gear from the Forge, putting your charms into higher end 5 and 6 star perception gear is important, and it's a reason why I'm able to do this. So, and at some point we're gonna actually glyph him up more. We just put this on not too long ago. We have this here, and then this here. So we have more defense that we can actually put into him. I'm going to tell you this. I have very little. So these are the builds right here. 224 speed, only 26% crit rate, 55% crit damage. This guy actually smacks pretty hard. Like, if you put some damage into this guy, he's going to actually hit. he's going to actually melt some waves. Like, he surprisingly can do some damage. And so I've got 285 accuracy right now. We have our Great Hall. This is the one thing. I have so many Spirit Champions, so this is the one area we're focusing on getting to 10 on to complete our Arbiter missions. Even though we technically got Arbiter from Shard, we still want to complete the missions. So we'll eventually get this to next CVC to 80. Resistance, we only have a +5 right here, but he's at 261. He's good with that. So again, the speed, my defense right now is 3,200. Have some masteries on him, and he's at 221 speed. I'm probably next CVC going to glyph him up and try and get him above 230. So obviously we have this here, and normally what I do is I put these 1-star glyphs on champions that I use, but we'll probably give him some of these as well and just upgrade it a little bit. Try and get him up to 230 speed and just get him rolling really fast. Real quick, masteries, not complete with them yet. Still kind of debating what I want to do, but we did come down to get Fearsome Presence here, and this is a big one right here. Has a 60% chance of placing Leech debuff for 1 turn when placing a stun, which he does. Sleep, none of the stuff other matters. It's just a stun. So in a sense, especially against Spider, where he's actually very, very helpful, has a really good chance of placing 2 debuffs instead of 1. And with there being 10 Spiderlings, we then has a 30% chance of increasing the turn meter by 10% when a debuff cast by this champion is removed or expires. So because these are both 1 turn, the stun and the leech are 1 turn, so lands a stun, 60% chance lands a leech, especially on spiders, there's a really good opportunity for him to get turn meter boost. Also have turn meter boost here, has a 30% chance of increasing turn meter by 10% when a buff cast by the champion is removed or expired. So on his A3, he puts up 2 debuffs, or puts up 2 buffs on his team. So as those come off, he ends up getting more turn meter boost. So I'm trying to figure out, like, just kind of where I want to go with the rest of this. I probably want to get this as a 30% chance to extend those debuffs, the increased defense and increased res. But I'm still debating how I want to go about this. Do I want turn meter? If I want turn meter, then I have to go with these 2. So that means I can't go and take this, which actually would also be nice as well. So just trying to figure out, or if I just want this where it reduces damage, because you guys will see where I use him. I use him on a lot of content. First and foremost, wave clear in Doom Tower. He's fantastic. All right, so we'll run a quick run here. I'm gonna try and find. Yes, he is weak against magic. So, you know, honestly, like, it doesn't run into as many issues as you think. We're going to go against this one right here. I don't have a great preset because my team is pretty strong, but we're going to kind of manipulate it. Instead of letting it preset, we'll just kind of do it from here. So here we go. We only landed 2 stuns there, which is actually usually low. Again, I try not to... And what I'm going to show you also is how Hoskarul and Wukong. So if you've been playing this game for a little bit, you should have Wukong. Hoskarul obviously is luck on a shard. All right, it's luck on a shard. But these 2 together are absolutely fantastic, and you'll just see. And we don't even have next CVC. We will be booking my Wukong. That is a hands no doubt going to be doing that. So we are going to, we'll just increase this right here. But the amount of stuns that come out, and again, these waves are not that hard for me, but I just want to show you just how much. Normally he hits a lot more stuns than this. I'm actually surprised it's not as sexy of a video, but we'll show you some better content after this. Alright, so we got those 2 right there. We're gonna take a little bit of a hit here. That's alright. We're gonna see if we can stun him, which we did. Perfect. I'm not going to kill them yet. I wanna give them another opportunity to stun, see if it happens. Again, this is why we try and run them fast, so we just get back to this. Alright, we've landed 2 more stuns, and then boom, we're pretty much got this in the bag right here. But again, not even the best I've seen. I've seen him just rock out the stuns. So he's super great at wave clearing. You could set it up where he just opens up with that every wave and then turn it off. It just gives your team such an advantage. It's such an amazing advantage. So let's get into some of the other dungeons I'm doing. He's been fantastic for me in getting me to stage 20 Ice Golem with my team. I might be able to push further. This stage will obviously be hard with it being Magic Affinity. So, but I don't have a lot of tankiness on my teams. I've not been lucky with my champions. So, let's look at my champions right here. It's not champions that you're really building a lot of like survivability. I don't have a shield champ. I have Arbiter, but like you don't really want to run Arbiter here in Ice Golem. So it's not like I have like these tanky like protect your team. I don't have an ally protect, so I need wave control, and especially against Ice Golem and handling the side adds. So let's run this real quick, and we'll just show. I think on this one I have it preset where he just opens with the stun. He landed 4 or 5 there, and you'll see with Wukong also. Now Wukong's at like a 25. He's not booked right now, and you'll see why we book him. Boom, just lands another stun right there. And this is just stun central that ends up coming out here. Between Wukong, who could eventually book up to 50% if you have books in him, of landing a stun. It's 100% if the enemy has a debuff. And Hoskarul having the 45%. Boom, 5 of 5, boom. This wave, which can be a pain, is just handled. He's putting out these leeches as well, as you could see. And as those leeches, when the enemy dies, it technically doesn't count as a speed boost. But as these leeches and these stuns fall off, he's going to get speed boost, as you see right there. So he's going to get back to his turns and ability. So we run him with the lowest HP. We don't mind if he ends up getting targeted by these. But as you see, like, just the stuns go out. And this is where he's important for me here. Alright, we landed 1 of 2. And, now it's just trying to get this one down before he kind of... Which isn't the worst. He's either going to attack Hoskarul or he's going to attack Wukong. But boom, Wukong nails another stun. This is, especially when we get him at the 50%, we're going to be good. I have a lot of resistance, as you see, plus the increased resistance. And again, he doesn't have a heal. He doesn't have a heal mechanic. Another stun. Boom. And this allows me to take a team that doesn't really have a ton of... the leech is definitely doing a lot to help us. I do have lifesteal on both Padma and boom, nails him. Those two are taken care of now. Wukong dies, comes back up. Those two are taken care of. I don't even have to worry about those ads anymore. Between Wukong and Hoskarul, there's just these ads. Listen, I'm not saying they never get a turn. Like, there is chances for them to eventually get a turn. It does happen. But again, he doesn't have a heal mechanic, so these leeches are important. It's important that Deacon lands these leeches. We don't want to get hit down too much. Nice little stun there. Nice little stun there. I'm telling you, between those two, it is just absolute wave control manipulation. But look, you see that he healed himself up. He healed himself up through that leech because he hit so hard with that A2 that he actually got some health back. So that's the only way he's really healing up. He doesn't have War Master. So he's gotta, obviously this fight, if it goes on forever, he just healed up 36, almost 3,700. And it looks like we got through the threshold without proccing Frigid Vengeance, and we are going to win this. So is it the fastest run? No. Did the side ads do anything this whole fight? They didn't get one turn. So again, part of it is the combo of these two, but this guy, listen, it's not a lot of damage when it's all said and done. Let's sell that real quick. And I do, because I use Padma and Occult Brawler on Clan Boss, I use them both. They are in lifesteal, so they are healing up. They do have War Master, so they have, and Phantom Touch. I actually have Phantom Touch here as well because he does not have War Master. Listen, it's not the best mastery because, granted, it's only first of all, we're only at stage 1, so I don't need to worry about that attack. But so we're just getting the bonus anyway. Because he doesn't have War Master, this is in a sense a mini War Master for him to heal up. So that's kind of how it is. And again, I'm trying to figure out how I want to do those masteries. Part of me thinks it's if I just gear him for Ice Golem, it would be because of this, just so he takes less hits. But as you see, we handled it and we're fine. But you're gonna see we're gonna run other runs, and we're gonna do this here. What I eventually want to use him for, I just don't have a burn champion, but we use him here in Spider. And we just don't have an AoE burn champion right now. So we have to just, and this will be a slow run. I do apologize. All my runs are slow. I don't have, honestly, I haven't even pulled one sacred yet. We're 91 days in. I haven't pulled one sacred. I think we have him open. We don't have him open with the, oh, our boy Kale did no damage there. That was nice job. But again, we want the spiders. We want him with the lowest HP when it's all said and done, because we want the spiderlings to attack him. They will attack, if he still has the increased defense, they will attack most likely Deacon or Padma if they don't have the increased defense on. But you'll see here now that we just have so much control of these spiders. And if they attack him, he's got plenty of resist. We are gonna take this thing's gonna heal up, unfortunately. This is why it takes so long. But boom, look at all that. Look at that heal. He heals up the full because he gets those leeches out. And I guess how this thing works is the leeches go on before. And I don't know why, but the leeches go on before the attack. So technically, after the hit, like you do gain the life back. So again, it's going to be a slow run because it's been hard to get it tuned to where all the spiderlings or the majority of the spiderlings are dead at the heal up. See, Padma was attacked there because Hoskarul's got. But once Hoskarul had the defense down, they attacked him. So we do have him with the lowest HP here. And between him and Padma, I think the defense is comparable. I think Hoskarul might have it by a little bit. And again, we don't even have his shield fully upgraded to 16. So we have more defense we could put in him. But again, we don't mind if he gets attacked. Because A, he's not going to get... It's rare to land a poison. It's more of like a 3% than anything else. But it just allows me to then nuke. Yes, it's slow. But again, here we go. 4 landed. That was 4-4. We got 1 leech out there. So technically, if these things get a turn, we have a chance to boost his turn meter. So, again, I think it's good to build the resistance in him. I really do. I think it's really kind of important to build the resistance. I would do that even though he does hit pretty hard. Hopefully we can get this thing down before it heals up. It's going to be close. Oh, it's going to be close. That's alright. Like I said, do I have fast teams? No. But do I have like these OP meta champions? No, I don't. And look at all those stuns that get out. What was it? 1, 2 that missed there? I'm telling you, that's 80%. 8 out of 10 hit there. It's a high rate that hits. So yeah, this is this is big, and he's super helpful, man. He can get you through. If you can handle a boss, but you're struggling on waves, and you have this guy. Granted, Magic Affinity, he's going to give you some issues. This guy is going to just absolutely control it for you. It is Force Keep, obviously. Like, we are gonna smoke through here. Like, we're doing stage 20. I do run him in Arcane as well. Yes, you can get all different affinities in there. Handles it. So we were running yesterday. We were running stage 20 normal. Never pushed higher than that. But I was like, you know what? It's running like 3 minutes, 3 minutes 30. Occasionally, if I have a bad run, because I have so many Spirit champions. So I'm running Deacon. Yes, I have Tyrell, but having that speed boost is huge. So we're running Deacon. I'm running Wukong, and I'm like, man, it's slow. Sometimes it's 4 minutes. And I'm like, well, let me run 21. Let me see if 21, even though that's less efficient, maybe I'll do that. And actually for turn meter, it's actually not worse. So we were running 21 for turn meter, and it ran really well. It ran 238 versus 228. And I'm like, all right. I'm like, he could probably run these other stages if we just get past Magic. So I ran the team. I changed it back up to this team. Took Hoskarul out. Ran that team. We beat it. Look how long it took. Like, look at the difference. That's why you guys see I don't really want to run Magic Keeps. Or Magic Affinity. So then I was like, all right, well, let me see if I can do stage 23. And then with Hoskarul and Wukong. Then I was like, all right, let me do 24. Let me do 25. And we're able to do it, and we're able to push ourselves here. So I'm still trying to play with the presets here and like what the best thing to do is. Let me see how I have it right now. But this is the team that we have. So yeah, I originally had it where open with this and then don't do it. But it actually, it does stink. The waves don't hit as hard here. And I don't want to say it's 100% because I have seen the team fail. It takes like really bad RNG for the team to fail. But it is very, very consistent. Saying that though, like, we'll probably fail on the first shot. But again, we are not booked here. We're not booked here. We will book him this CBC. Him having this 50% chance to land a stun, and then him having a 45% chance to land a stun, we will just wave control it. These two pair so well together if you're trying to progress in dungeons. And we have a Cult Brawler in here. He's putting up the poisons on the boss. Padma's got that A1 attack down. We have it set up where we want him to use the block debuffs. He can steal. Padma can steal as well on our A3. But we do also need the damage. I can't turn off his A3 on wave 2 just because we could use the damage. So this is the team that we're running here. And again, is it fast? No. None of my... But listen, we landed 3 out of 4 right there. Or 3 out of 5 right there. We'll see if we can get stuns anywhere else. Yep, got one from... This is why I'm perfect. He gets attacked. This is one of the reasons why one of the skills, another stun going out. Boom, 4 out of 4 right there, and ended up getting the kill. This is one of the reasons why I was thinking about having the... I have to be careful with the Masteries, because one of the Masteries in Tier 5 is... has like a 50% to counterattack when an enemy takes 25% of your health from a skill. So in a place like that where he gets hit and 25% of his health gets taken down, he counterattacks. Now he stuns that champion, and they're at 0 turn meter, so they're stunned for a long time. So that's one of the things that I'm thinking. That's why I haven't really. But you look at these two, and again, Wukong not booked on that. Honestly, anywhere. This is why I get frustrated, because he used that there. He didn't need to use that there. It is nice that we took care of one of the cold hearts. This does get, I don't want to say funky here. It would have been nice if we got that there. So we're going to get some damage going on. That's why it's nicer sometimes. But we're going to be fine. I mean, look at all the stuns we just landed there. Now my team's got time to heal up. And honestly, I have no heal. I have nothing. I have nothing for heal outside of leeches and two champions with lifesteal. And technically, a Cult Brawler has his A2 with enough debuffs where he technically can heal up. You know, hopefully we can get this one down. I don't know if we will. She will revive, so yeah, that stinks. But fortunately, she's not ascended 3-star, so it's not the worst. But now she doesn't have that anymore. Again, these waves are tanky, so it is annoying. Those two, this is why I think with Wukong, it's just going to go with him landing those stuns like crazy. They're really smart with their AI. They will target efficiently. If 4 out of the 5 champions are stunned, Wukong will target the champion. So will Hoskarul that's not stunned. It's actually really nice. So again, is it fast? No, it's not. But man, I'm beating this thing. You know, hopefully he has. Yeah, so this thing's gonna end up most likely getting the attack up, which kind of stinks. Unless, yeah, perfect. We got it up in time. Awesome. We have Relentless on our Wukong. And I don't have like great, again, like I barely have my Great Hall. I'll show you guys again. We're 91 days in. You know, and I got my first piece of mythical gear the other day. I shouldn't say my first piece, but my first piece from dungeons. I've gotten mythical gear through some of the events before. But there's just this team works together very well. With Padma putting the attack down, the leech is going up, poison's going up. So, like, listen, is it a fast run? No. But did we just kill this boss? Yeah, we did. And Hoskarul, who by far did the least amount of damage, was a massive, massive reason for this team being successful. Massive reason. Kept himself alive the whole time. There's no heal mechanic here outside of those leeches. He doesn't have War Master. Yes, he has Phantom Touch. So it's not like he's really could heal up with these big amounts of attacking the boss with War Master and a leech. It's the Phantom Touch procs. His A2 does smack pretty hard. And again, I don't have him built for damage. But he's really kind of helping me here in a lot of things. Like, I don't know. I probably, this will be hard. This will be really, really hard to do. I could try it. I just don't know if we get through it. And then I could see if we can do 4, 5, and 6 if we are able to get through it. I'm not going to waste my energy with yes, I used some energy here that I probably shouldn't have, but I wanted to showcase because I was really happy with what I discovered. You could use him here as well if you have problems with the waves. The only thing is, it's just a one hitter, so you got to make sure you have other champions that do a lot of attacks. It's important that they do a lot of attacks. Because again, I don't know who makes that team better. I really don't know who's going to make that team better. Again, Arbiter's nice, but she's not a great dungeon. She's helpful in dungeons. She was on my Dragon 20. But again, Hoskarul just absolutely annihilates and destroys waves. He destroys them. And our goal is to get him up to 230. We will glyph. We need 6 more speed. Again, we'll put some of my better glyphs and give some opportunities here. Hopefully we land some 3s and some 4s. We'll upgrade some of these a little bit on the speed. Next CVC. Just pop out a little bit more on him. I do wish I had a better ring. I don't have a better ring on him. So, we can go get this guy. Obviously, ooh, wait a second. Why do I not have that on him? Oh, you know what? This was on. I think I know who this was on. So we can go get him a little bit more here. Let's equip that. Get him. Oh, I know. Oh, I think I know why that was off him. 3291. I think I know exactly why that was off of him. I think I know exactly why that was off of him. 3967. Yeah, that's exactly why. So you guys just watch him waste 100k silver. But yeah, that's again. There's so many. Honestly, I've used him in some arena. Like I use him in tag. Let me see if I can find a tag fight that's worthwhile. I'm just gonna do that just to get the refill. So I do use him on this team here. As we all know, this guy's a pain in the butt in tag. We'll run that there. We'll run this here. And again, it doesn't always land. Ah, oh, man, of course. Well, I would show you, but it's going to take a little bit. Hopefully we can get the steal. We didn't. I apologize for this. Don't know why we have to do this, but we do, I guess. Fun. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. So, it's nice when you don't get one like this and you just land a stun like that. It's super helpful against teams like him. I don't know why I brought him in here. I guess it's just to have fun with him. Alright, well hopefully we could kill this guy or get him down far enough. No, we couldn't. Alright, perfect. Oh my jeez, come on. What are we doing, man? What are we doing? What are we doing? So yeah, like I said, I can use him. I'll use him in places in tag, especially against like UDKs. Because UDK is taking so long, like you might as well stun the rest of the team and keep them out of the mix. And hopefully, if it's the right team, I'd run a Wukong in there as well. So there's ways around it. And again, Wukong and Hoskarul if you're mid game, you're early game struggling content, and you're lucky enough to pull this guy. Again, he's just an epic, so it can happen. Yes, are there better champions than this guy that can wave clear faster? Yes. Does this guy wave control as good as anyone against like non-magic affinity? And honestly, if you need to, just try it against magic. Like, just give it a shot. Yeah, I mean, yes, he's got a chance to weak hit, but like, give it a shot. He's going to put out stuns. He will put it, obviously not nearly as much, but he's going to put out stuns. And between Hoskarul having that 45% A1 and Wukong having a 50% A1, it's almost a 1 in 2 opportunity to land a stun every single time when those guys are using those skills as well. You will handle waves very, very well, and you will move up. Then the rest of your team just needs to be built for the boss. That's the key. Just build it for the boss, and you'll be fine. If waves are giving you an issue, bring in this guy. Bring in Wukong. They will, I promise you, they will just handle it really, really well. Go over the Great Hall again. Again, I don't have much going on here. We're only 91 days in. I told you, we have so many spirit champions that this is the main focus for our missions, is to get this to 10 first. Let's look at the team. Just spirit. It's a lot of spirit champions here. So it's Ruella, she's spirit. It made sense for me to just dump it all into spirit. I'm really kind of hurting on some of the other affinities. But again, I'll go over what I have on him again. Again, 2-piece perception, and then this is just a broken set right here. Again, if you can go get speed with this, look for resistance. Again, that's got a lot of speed on it, and it's got a resistance roll and defense percentage, pretty good piece. If this was in a speed set and you had the speed here with the resistance, I'd say go with that. Make him faster. Just have him popping out and going multiple times. I wouldn't go relentless. Yeah, I know relentless works on like a sill, but I don't know if I would go relentless here. And again, I have resistance banner here. No speed on it, unfortunately. What do I have there? That's nothing. Defense here, it's got 1 rollback accuracy. My gear's not been great. Again, we have this ring solely for the purpose that I want to keep his HP low. So resistance banner there, resistance chest. It's not a defense chest, it's a resistance chest. Both are 5-star. But this was kind of nice. Nice little, had speed and accuracy in it. Would have been nice if it had defense percentage, but beggars can't be choosers. So that's kind of where we're at with this guy. Like I said, I'm going to try and get him up to over 230 speed and just have him popping out as much as possible. And then again, figuring out with the masteries. Like again, if I do this, has a 50% chance to counterattack when the champion loses 25% HP, which is kind of nice. Then I have to end up doing this one right here and this one right here. But if I want this, which is like the turn meter, decreases the target's turn meter, so when he A1s, if he doesn't land the stun, at least he's pushing a turn meter back. Because I had to take turn meter off a Deacon to run Bommel. So he doesn't have turn meter right now. And honestly, I don't think anybody else does. So I don't have an A1 turn meter bounce back on my team right now. So that's why I just kind of been sitting here and I'm like, what's the best strategy? And if I want this, I have to go get these two. In order for me to get this, I have to get these two. I can't get this, so I have to end up using the second one, so then I can't use this. So it's just figuring out what's going to be best. And again, you could run him Fire Knight as well. Let me give you my Wukong build in case you want to. I do have him in Relentless, and I have him pretty fast. It's an attack percentage chest. I have 100% crit rate. It's crit rate gloves. So we're gonna try and pump some damage in him. Maybe we go. I mean, this is fine for now. This guy hits pretty hard. We don't really need to. We have no books yet, and he's hitting pretty hard. So we're gonna be able to get more damage. There's 20% more right there. 20% right there. We don't use this until the boss, just because I don't want him to sheep anybody. So I have this turned off on waves. In Doom Tower it's fine because he could smoke a guy with this and probably won't sheep him. So I do have him in Relentless and one set of accuracy. So we are pumping 195 speed, 4400 attack, and then again crit rate gloves with crit damage. Is what we're trying to pop into it as well. So listen, this is why, again, I'm free to play. I'm 90 something days in. This is why it's important to win your tournaments, right? This right here is huge. Like, win your tournaments. Like, how are you doing it? Well, this is how I'm doing it. Like, I'm doing my tag fights every single day. I don't know if I'll win this when it's all said and done, but if I'm not that far away, I might use some gems to win it. And this is how you end up with gear like that. Now, I have a lot of bad Relentless gear, but I've been placing high enough in tournaments. Like, we have a 4-star attack ring here with 1 roll of attack. Like, I just don't have the gear yet, like, for this guy. Like, and he's still hitting as hard as he is. We don't have him booked. So that's how he's set up. Again, Deacon, just have him fast with accuracy. That's the key. Fast with accuracy. I can pump him a little bit higher, but I don't need to, just because I can run Arbiter my fastest. And technically, Ruella's got some good gear on her as well that I know I can make Deacon faster if I switch some of that gear. But she's really helpful for me in Fire Knight right now. So I don't mind it. I don't mind him being, a few ticks slower. Where else can I use this guy? Obviously, he's fantastic. And my highest, as you see, 47 right here. I have 2 Barbarians, and that's DJ, no books in her, in Guardian, with a resistance build, and they just manipulate. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, we probably could push higher. The only reason I'm not higher up, I think I'm like 2 stages past the second boss. The only reason I'm not higher up is because I ran out of keys last time. Hoskarul just absolutely handles the waves, and I'm running like 3 and 4 stars with it. I'm running this right here with it, like these 2, and I think I have what's his name, Shield Guard. So I'm running these 2 and then 3 4 stars, and I'm just absolutely by far my furthest push in Faction Wars. Not even close. It's by far my furthest push, and I think I'm going to be able to push further. And it's just this guy just absolutely manhandling the waves. So he's actually absolutely fantastic in Faction Wars. Clan Boss, you're not going to use Hydra, it's more just defensive. So I don't really use them. I only use them for the key, my second key of like whatever I need to do to get that extra bit of damage. Again, Arena, he has his. You need to do this. We're gonna run this real quick, just because I haven't got many arena fights, so I'm gonna get this in while I can. Didn't land a stun, that's fine. Sorry, just wanted to get that fight in. You guys got a little extra bonus content in this video. So yeah, let's just run the dragon one more time and just show you guys again. This is we're running hard dungeons. Like with my last account, got a nice little resist. Boom, 5 of 5. It's just fantastic. And look at the leeches. We've got 4 leeches there. 4 leeches landed. So now that's all those opportunities, as you guys will see. A boost turn meter, boost turn meter. You're just going to see all these turn meter boosts happen. Boost turn meter as these champions wake up. Everyone back stunned. It is nice that he's got the increased defense. Piedmont is a defensive nuker. I mean, look at this. Everyone's been stunned this whole time so far. All right. Well, hopefully we can get. We'd love to avoid the revive. It won't be the end of it. Dude, I'm telling you, man, this guy is so good. I just hope he doesn't use the stun. Please get this one down. Please get this one down. Oh, thank you. It's just annoying when we don't. As you guys saw last run, we are 5 of 5. I'm telling you. I actually wonder. I really wonder this. I really wonder if when Phantom Touch procs on the A2, if it actually also lands a stun. I really, really wonder it, because he does land these stuns at a pretty high rate. Everyone back to being stunned. These Jurgens are really tanky. They are super annoying. This is why getting that right there, getting the... what's nice is they will use the put poisons on us first. Again, they just stunned them again. They'll put poisons on us first before they go with the cleanse, which is actually very nice. Go ahead. Tell me one time when we haven't gotten a stun and when an opponent was supposed to take a turn. Oh, nice. We were timed up. I mean, we got the perfect debuffs on and everything. The only thing would be Brimstone. Come on, get that Brimstone on there. There we go. Yeah, as you see, we only use the A2 here. It actually hits really hard. We use Wukong against the clan boss, and the AI won't use the A2, but it actually hits pretty hard. So like, you actually have to tell the AI to use it. And yes, a Cult Brawler, he's a single target hitter, so it doesn't help on the waves, but we'll look at this in a second. Our boy Hoskarul is going to be down soon, but he's already done his job. That's fine. He's done what we needed. Boom. Oh, you guys just got my best time also. So, look at he actually led in damage. Actually led in damage. So, it's like, oh man, Hoskarul slows down, or Cult slows down your runs. Yeah, well, he also was my best damage dealer as well. We're probably going to get rid of that. So, yeah, it's putting me at 37. Which, when I ended up doing the math, it worked out much better than any of the other stages for me. We could run Spirit. The problem is, like, Wave 2 it's just really tanky, and it could just take a while. It could take a while, and honestly, if we get bad RNG, we're putting so many debuffs on these occult brawlers that if they use that A2, they actually could smoke us pretty hard. they're actually capable of hitting us pretty hard, and we have lost champions. And honestly, like, I don't need all those champions. As long as a co brawler, Padma, and Wukong make it to the boss, we're most likely winning. Believe it or not, we're most likely winning the fight. If those three make it to the boss. But so I could run this here, but it is just so tanky. The other one is less of a threat. Stage 2 is much less of a threat, and I just haven't tried this yet. I don't plan on doing it. I'm happy farming here. I'm really, really happy farming here. So that's the Hoskarul breakdown. I really strongly suggest that if you have this guy and you're struggling to progress in content, again, he's fantastic in Ice Golem. This guy's fantastic here. I'm telling you, he really is. You could use him stage 23 and stage 24. You know, if you're not farming stage 25, like this is like if you don't have a hard account yet. And I haven't tried hard. I left my last account before those dungeons were here. I'm telling you, this guy is fantastic. He's fantastic he will progress your dungeons. If waves are your issue, he will progress your dungeons. I promise you. So thanks, guys. I appreciate you tuning in for the Hoskarul breakdown. And if you have any questions, please leave a comment and let me know. But again, I think he pairs up fantastic with Wukong. So if you've been playing this game for a little bit, not even that long, you should have Wukong as well. If you have Hoskarul with him, they pair fantastic together. They really do. Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate you all for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.